Welcome to my channel, you guys. I am planning on vlogging my whole week from Monday to Saturday, but I might change it to Thursday to Saturday just because of editing issues. But anyways, I'm Jasmine. I'm 25. I live with my parents still, and yeah. So today's Monday. It's a stat holiday, and that's why I'm not at work. Over the weekend, I had a big IBS flare up. It was really bad. So it started off on Thursday with Greek food. Something just happened and I just got an IBS flare up. So I'm thinking, okay, the IBS flare up will go away. And then Friday came around, I didn't eat anything all day, and then around dinner, I was like, let me just go get some McDonald's, because again, I never had an IBS flare-up like this before. I had IBS, but I never had like a huge flare-up. So I'm like, let me go get some McDonald's. I ate the french fries, okay. And then I got a deal to make my meal cheaper if I get 2 burgers, so I did that. And I was about to eat one of my burgers when it was like this biggest IBS flare-up again, and I was so uncomfortable. So from Friday night all the way to Saturday, I had like gas, like really bad gas. So I didn't eat anything on Saturday, and then again, I got hungry, so I was like, let me just go get some dinner, because it's the weekend, it's the long weekend, let me chill. So I got some dinner, and as soon as I ate like the avocado dip, my IBS flared up again. And everything, like for my second meal, like it was just bad. So the whole night I had this IBS flare up. And then Sunday rolled around, and so I made detox tea. Usually detox tea kind of helps with my IBS, and that tea did not help. It just increased my IBS flare up and gas. And so now it's today, and it's my last day before I have to go back to work. And so I'm like, you know what? F this IBS flare up. I'm gonna go get myself some chicken, like fried chicken. I know that's bad, and I was thinking like, no, I should just make something at home, be a little healthy because I'm so bloated now. But I'm like, no, like something in me is like, no. You're like, I already know Tuesday's gonna be super stressful. And I'll tell you guys all the tea, all the drama as I go through my work week, because there's some shit going on there. But I was like, no, I have to like eat healthy. And then I'm like, no, Tuesday's gonna be really hard on you. And I'm like, yeah, Tuesday is going to be really hard. So I just want to put myself first this whole weekend, because first of all, the weekend went by so fast. It's not okay, in my opinion. So I'm like, yeah, let me just go get some junk food. So I'm gonna do that. This is a no judgment zone, okay? If I get an IBS flare-up, I get an IBS flare-up. Life is too short. So yeah. Alright, you guys, it's been a while. I think I'm gonna go to bed. Let me actually see what time it is before. It's 7:40. It might be too early to go to bed, actually, so maybe I won't go to bed. I just have like anxieties over Tuesday, and I'm trying not to have anxiety because I perform very like bad when I have anxiety. I don't know who performs really well. I know some people actually who perform really well. Like they love stress. It makes them feel good. I hate stress. I do not perform well. Okay, you guys, it is Tuesday, the 11th of April. Oh my god, I look so bad. I tried combing my hair today. First of all, I blow dried my hair yesterday because my hair was still wet from my shower last night, and it wouldn't dry for some reason. I have the Shark, which is like the second edition of like, not the second edition, it's like the rip-off version of the Dyson. And it just wouldn't dry my hair, which was really weird. Usually it does. So I went to bed with some of my wet hair, and then I took a shower this morning, and I just couldn't comb my hair because I absolutely hate combing my hair when it's wet. And I couldn't put my blow dryer on because my parents are still sleeping, so it'd just be too loud. So I'm going to bed. What is wrong with me today? I'm going to work with wet hair. Hopefully by the time I get to work, it'll dry out and I can just put it in a bun. Otherwise, people are just going to have to deal with this, I'm so tired today. And like I said before, I'm so stressed out already. I'm just like thinking about my day, like when am I even gonna be able to take lunch? I always have printer issues during these days. So like specific days with my boss. So like I'm like I need to be able to print this morning, but my boss never sent me the documents. Like she's so last minute. It pisses me off. Like some people don't work last minute. Like I don't know about you guys, but I have not met anyone who loves working last minute, especially when you're like an assistant. You want like 3 days notice at least. But my boss is very last minute. She thrives on last minute stuff. So she thinks, oh, we can do this. But it's like, no, we can't. Like, what if this happens? What if this happens? Like, she, like, it's just an obstacle. And it's like, no, it's not. Because if something goes wrong, you're going to blame me. Like, she loves to put blame on other people, and she's going to blame me for it. She's done it before in the past. When it's not my fault, she blames me for it. And when because she's the boss, she's allowed to. Like, she's allowed to get away with it because she's the boss. So she can be like, oh no, it's actually her fault for doing this. So it's like, it's not fair. Anyways, I'm trying not to think about it. I was thinking like maybe I should start early so I can leave early, but I have a feeling she's probably gonna sign something to me last minute. I just have a feeling that it's one of those days where she's just gonna constantly assign stuff to me. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just save the working from home, not working from home, leaving work early excuse for another day this week. I still don't even know what I want to do when it comes to working from home. I thought I could work from home Thursday, but I'm so tired that I'm like, maybe I should just move it tomorrow. So I have to make that decision before like 8 a.m. today because she does not like when people switch their time from working from home last minute. So I'm like constantly thinking like, can I pull off working up early again just so I can work from home Thursday? Like, can I? So that also depends on, so if I work from home Wednesday, that means I want to leave work early on Thursday. And if I work from home Thursday, then I'll leave work early Wednesday. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Okay, you guys. So clearly, it's the end of the day for Tuesday. And let me tell you guys about my day. I just got out of the shower, so if you see me a little naked, you know why. I just got out of the shower. So basically, let me just wrap up my day for you quickly. So basically, I pull into work. And I got it there really early. And I don't mind getting there early because, like, it's better than, like, being in traffic. So I was like, I'm just chilling. And I was like, maybe my boss sent me an email because I really had, like, I was so stressed today. I had so many things that needed to be done. So I was like, maybe she just sent it to me, like, Thursday night because Friday was a stat. So I was like, maybe she just sent it to me Thursday night because, like, she does that sometimes, right? So I was like, okay. So I pulled out my work computer and I'm looking through my emails and not, like, literally 2 minutes before, like, 2 minutes exactly. As soon as I logged in, I get a message from this girl and she's like, hey, can you cover me for reception? I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like, she did not say hi or nothing. She's just like, hey, can you cover me for reception? And I was like, okay, first of all, I'm really busy, so I can't. But I can't say that. So I was like, let me just, like, message my boss and see what she says. And normally she's always like, oh, you can do it. You can easily do it, everything, because she just doesn't care. So I sent her a message and she backed me up. She was like, oh no, you're way too busy. There's no way you can do it. So I will sign off on you missing this shift. So I tell the girl like, hey, I can't do the shift. And I'm thinking, okay, today's going to be a really good day. Like, boy, was I wouldn't say it was that bad, but like, it wasn't that great. So anyways, so I go to work finally, like actual clock in. And I'm working, and then I get a call from my boss, and she's just like, so what are you working on? And I'm like, I'm sorry, who, what, when, where, huh? Like, what do you mean what I was, like, you know, I have so many things to do. And she's like, okay, great. So what were you working on Thursday? And I was like, I'm sorry, what? And I didn't remember what I was working on Thursday. So I'm like racking my brain, like, So I just said like filing. Like, I forgot. Thursday was like 4 days ago. Like, I don't know. And she's like, okay. And I can't even remember what she said. She was just like, okay, because when you send last minute messages, it kind of throws everyone off. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Because I did send a message last minute on Thursday, but I didn't send it last minute like that. I sent it 10 minutes before the girl logged out. And I was like super confused. I was like, 10 minutes is a long time. And if she couldn't do her job, she literally could have said she couldn't do my job. So here's the situation. On Thursday night, not even Thursday night, literally Thursday working hours, I sent a message to another girl to help me out. Now, earlier that day, she did say, hey Jazz, if you need any help, let me know. And so I didn't need help on that day because there's no interview schedules up. Usually they come up on Friday, but this day they were like uploading it slowly. And what am I gonna do? Sit there and just wait for all my schedules to be uploaded? No, I have a life. I have work to do. I'm busy. So I didn't see the interview schedules until like the last hour of work. And I'm thinking the last hour, I'm scheduling my day. How can I schedule interviews while doing other stuff? Because why? I'm a worker. That's what I do. And I realized 10 minutes before logging off, I can't do it. So when you say that you can take or you can help me, I'm going to assume you're going to help me. So I sent a message to this girl literally 10 minutes before she logged off. Hi. Can you do some stuff on Tuesday? And she did not respond to my messages. And I'm thinking, okay, whatever. So flash forward to Tuesday, and where my boss is all like, yeah, it just kind of throws a wrench in our plans. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? You had 10 minutes to say you couldn't do it. 10 minutes is a long time to look at your calendar and be like, oh shit, I can't do that. So let me tell her. So I was like, the fuck? Like, I was so livid. I was so mad when she said that because it made it seem like I wasn't working all day. Like, it just like made no sense to me. And I was just like, ugh, fuck her. Like, I was so annoyed because like this girl literally offered to help. Like, she literally, in her own words, was like, hey Jazz, if you need help, let me know. And she said this all week and she has not helped once. But I don't say it because my boss never believes me. Like, this has been going on for a year. She just doesn't believe me. Like, she's on crack or something. Anyways, so I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, you don't believe me. I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. So I was just like, sure. I don't even think I said that. I just said, like, I ignored her. I was like, okay, so anyways, like, how do you do this and how do you do that? Because I just didn't give a fuck. I'm not sitting here being like, I'm a good woman. Like, I don't need that. I don't give a fuck. And I think that's what she wants. I think my boss wants someone to beg. And I'm like, no. It's like, I don't know who's begging. Like, the fuck? Anyways, that pissed me off. And then she's like, you know how she's like, my boss literally said in the morning, I don't have to do reception? Well, she goes to me, yeah, so now that there was a wrench in this girl's plans and she can't do any of her work, so how's she gonna do your work? Because she's coming in, driving all the way from her house to cover reception for you. And I'm like, first of all, I didn't know that. So she was working from home and I did not know that they were gonna do like calling people who are working from home, come all the way to the head office and work. I didn't know that they were gonna do that, so I felt guilty. I was like, oh fuck, because nobody wants to drive in, especially when they're working from home. Nobody wants to drive in to work. Like, that sucks. And so I was like, fuck, like, I feel bad. And so she's like, yeah, so how does that make you feel? And I was like, not good. Like, right? But I was so over it. I was like, oh yeah, that sucks. Okay, I'll just do it then. So I had all the other things that I need to do, and then on top of that, I had the stuff that I made the other girl do. She's not doing it, so now I have to do it. So I was like, great. And so then I'm like, you know what? Let me ask for overtime. Like, I'm just gonna milk the shit out of it because I'm stressed. I want money. I'm gonna ask for overtime. And then this girl goes, my boss goes, yeah, I think you can handle it. And I'm like, you gave me so many things to do. Like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, I can't do it all. And she's like, we'll see. And I'm like, what the F? So anyways, fast forward to the whole day. I managed to get everything done by 3:45 p.m. I log off at 4. So I didn't need overtime. She was right. I would give her that because I can have accountability. I can admit my wrongs. So yeah, she didn't need to do overtime, but she did ask me to get her like her notes. And it was like at 4 p.m. and I was like, okay, fuck, like I'm gonna be late. So it took her forever to give me the notes, by the way. I finally got the notes, so I had to leave work pretty late. And I was like stuck in traffic. But other than that, like she was pretty accurate on my day. Like she was just like, da-da-da, and I didn't even say like bye or anything. I just logged out. Because first of all, I still felt like I deserved some overtime or some niceness because these people do not realize how busy they make me compared to that girl. Like I don't even want to say her name because she's friendly and everything, but she just doesn't work. She offers to work and she offers to help me out, but she never does it. She's always like, oh, my computer is slow, sorry. Or, oh, sorry, I just got so overwhelmed with calls. And she's like, you know, she's one of those people, it's like polite. It's like, and so, but you just do it because it's like nice. And I feel like that's what she does. Like, she's like, oh, I'm just gonna be nice to her. So I'm just gonna do that. But she's like, doesn't want to do it. And I understand that she doesn't want to do it, but just like be an adult and say that. Because I'm pretty chill. Like, if you tell me that you don't want to do something, I'm not your boss. I'm not gonna force this on you. But if you're gonna say, hey, I can help with that, I expect you to help. You know, like, I keep thinking about, like, what it would be like if I was a boss. And I would be Hitler. Like, I'm, like, not even joking around. Like, I'm pretty strict and stuff like that. But when I'm not a boss, I don't give two shits. Like, I'm not the boss of you. Like, if you're saying you can help me, that's great. But I expect you to help. But if you can't help me, say that. Like, just say, I can help. Like, that's it. I'm not looking for, like, this excuse. Like, my computer is slow. Like, I don't give a fuck if your computer is slow. Like, can you help me? So anyways, that was my drama. My hair is so disgusting. But I think I'm gonna log off. I need to put cream on my face. My face, like, especially around here, is so dry. Like, my upper lip area, my eyebrows are so awful. I've been trying to get my eyebrows reshaped, but for some reason, they're stuck the way they are. And I don't even want to give you guys a close-up, but I don't know why that is. And same with my upper lip. My upper lip is somehow, like, the hairs are kind of stuck to my skin, and it's, like, really impossible to get it off. You ever have that happen to you? Please let me know. And what did you guys do? I'm thinking, like, vinegar or something. Like, it's, like, glued to my skin. But anyways, I need to put on moisturizer. I am going to chill, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh my gosh, I look like a ghost. Okay, yeah, so I didn't vlog all day today. Because first of all, I look horrible. Oh my god. I didn't vlog all day today because I just got really busy. Like, I tried to, like, really relax today after work because, you know, yesterday's vlog, I went off. I was so upset. So let me go give you a recap of what happened today. So, today was, like, I started working a few minutes early, whatever. So I started working, and the first thing my boss goes is like, oh, what are you working on today? And then immediately I'm assuming, okay, she thinks, like, I'm not working, like, that's embarrassing. I have a pimple. And so I'm like, okay, that's embarrassing. So I'm like, oh, you know, I'm, like, listing her all the things that I have to do. And she's just like, okay, well, your priorities are this today, and you have to do this too. Like, 2 things. And I was like, okay, but literally yesterday, she was like, tomorrow, I want you to do some filing. So she's completely contradicting everything she said. So I was like, okay, so she wants me to do something completely different. But I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna argue with her. Like, it is her, like, you know, like, if she wants to be confused, she can be, because she's gonna be mad as hell when she finds out the filing hasn't been done, right? So I'm like, you know what? It's my boss's world. Let her deal with it. I don't care no more. So I was like, okay, fine. So I did it all. Actually, I did it all. Like, I literally did it all. I did Thursdays and Fridays. Like, bitch, it's a Wednesday. So I was like, good for me. She's gonna obviously be, like, really impressed by it. So she was. She was like, oh, good. Thanks. Thanks. But, you know, I was just, like, so annoyed by that. But it was, like, that little instant. But, like, it still pissed me off where I was like, God, like, can you, like, relax? So I'm kind of worried because I'm working from home tomorrow. I'm kind of worried about, like, oh gosh, she's probably gonna harass me 10 times more because I'm working from home. And she used to do this in the beginning when she first accused me that I wasn't working. And it used to piss me off. So I used to tell people, like, hey, has she been saying this? And people were like, no. And so I think word got around that I was, like, being treated unfairly because a lot of my coworkers were, like, defending me. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, she works hard. Obviously, they don't say, like, what the fuck. But they're like, you know, she works hard. I don't understand why you're, like, accusing her of not working. And so she had to treat it, like, everyone fairly. You would get a message from, like, my boss being like, what are you doing today? Like, out of nowhere. Like, it would be, literally, I kid you not. I had a message from her, literally. So I get off at 4 p.m., I got a message from her at like 3:50 p.m. on a Friday too. I was like, I'm sorry, what? And it doesn't even matter if it was on a Friday. It was 3:50. I'm allowed 10 minutes of cleanup time on my desk before leaving. It is a law. I can do that. Well, I don't know if it's a law, but it's like people have done it millions of times and nobody has gone in trouble. So I was afraid, so I thought, oh no, I can't be seen not doing anything. So I was like, and I just didn't answer her. I said, okay, bye, I'm logging off. Like, as soon as it was like 4 p.m., I was like, I'm logging off. I can't do this. Like, I just ignored her message and she never brought it up again. But, like, she's done that before with many of our coworkers. Just randomly, 5 minutes before, 10 minutes before clocking out, just like a random message like, what are you doing today? What did you do today? And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Like, what do you mean, what did I do today? I don't want to tell you. Like, I'm logging off. It's my weekend. And again, like, it doesn't even matter if it's Friday. Like, it's my Monday. It's my Tuesday. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, stop micromanaging me, weirdo. So she had to do it with everyone. And so then it stopped eventually. I want to say it stopped, like, maybe, I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. I would say maybe, like, 3 months ago. Maybe even 6 months. No. Yeah, I would say like 3, maybe even 4 months ago, it kind of just stopped out of the blue. She stopped asking us what we were doing. So I was like, okay, great. Like, she's no longer, like, not trusting me. Like, that's great. We're making an improvement. Because that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for no hater. I'm grown. Why would I hate you, you know? But, like, if you're gonna do some fuck shit, then I'm gonna hate you. Like, anyways. So she was just like, so she stopped, and, like, everyone else stopped getting asked what they were doing. And it's great. And now today, like, it just triggered me. I was like, oh, she's gonna start asking me. She's gonna start. So I was like, kind of embarrassed. I didn't want to tell my other coworkers that she's been asking again, because, like, that trauma. Oh my god, you guys. If I vlogged back then, like, it would be emotional triggered. Like, it was bad. It was awful. So I was so triggered by that I was like, I don't even want to relive that emotion. That drama, I don't even want to, like, so I was just, like, embarrassed, and I didn't want to tell people. But then throughout the day, it was, like, on my mind, like, why would she ask me that? Why would she ask me that? And then I'm like, you know what? I think it's always good to talk about your, like, issues with other people. Like, if your boss sucks, and your coworkers are, like, I don't want to say, like, trashing her too, but, like, kind of, like, on your side, like, oh yeah, like, she's kind of weird for doing that to you, then I feel like there's still, like, some open space for you to talk to your coworkers, like, this is what's going on, is she doing the same thing to you, and, like, figure out if things are fair or not, right? And so, but I was just so ashamed. I was just like, oh my god, like, this is happening to me. I don't even know how I'm gonna feel tomorrow. Tomorrow's probably gonna be really bad. So this is why I came back from work and I was like super happy because I was like, I just want to like forget today happened. Like I just don't even want to think about tomorrow. I'm just thinking about Friday and that is it. Friday is our goal. So I'm like, I don't even know what tomorrow is gonna bring, how much messages she's gonna send me and all that crap. But yeah, I got triggered today. I was like, fuck. And I got embarrassed too because I didn't want to ask my coworker. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, no, if this continues, I'm going to have to sit down with my coworker and be like, is she asking you blah, blah, blah? And you know what? The reason why she keep asking me what I'm working on is literally because of that drama yesterday. You know how that coworker of mine accused me that I wasn't working on Thursday and all that freaking crap because I sent her a message 10 minutes before clocking out. Like, again, like I cannot believe 10 minutes, you guys. Okay, this is the crazy part. So I got a message from another girl. She's kind of like my coworker. I don't really work with her. She's covering my breaks for reception on Friday. She sends me a message Wednesday at, I want to say, I left work at 3:50 today. I want to say 5 minutes before I logged out. Now, she sends me a message. And she logs off work earlier than me, by the way. So she sends me a message 5 minutes before I log out. She didn't know that I was logging out. But anyways, so she sends me a message 3 minutes before I log out. And she's all like, for your breaks Friday, blah, 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 because she's covering me. And what did I do? I'm so close to logging out. It's 5 minutes, but what do? I go look at my calendar. I check everything. And I respond to her message as an adult. I'm not sitting here being like, oh, my day's gonna ruin because she was literally asking me to take my lunch earlier because it helps her with her day. Okay, so that is an inconvenience for me because now I have to change my lunch. But am I gonna sit here and complain? No, it's work. We're here to work. We're here to make deadlines. We're here to be an adult. The reason why my boss is saying this to me is literally probably because of that coworker being like, she messaged me 10 minutes before Thursday, and I don't know what like stupid shit. Just like stupid shit. 10 minutes is enough time to look at your calendar, type a message. How hard is it to say N-O? No. And you offered, like that coworker offered to help. And she's been offering to help nonstop, and then she just doesn't do it with the stupid ass excuses. Oh, my computer's slow. It's like, don't ask. Like, I know you're trying to be friendly, but I don't care for it. I don't care if you're friendly. Be a bitch to me. This is work. I don't give a fuck what you do after 4. I'm not gonna cry. I don't give a fuck. Be rude to me if you need to. But don't be like, oh, do you need help? And then just make the stupid ass excuses. Anyways, I was so like annoyed by that. But yeah, so I also want to work out. I kind of don't want to work out. I'm going to be honest with you guys. My period's supposed to come, and I was actually going to go check when my period's about to come, so let me just do that right now. Okay, so my period's supposed to come like in 4 days. So I'm like, I don't even know if I really want to work out, because I don't really work out on my period because I don't like leakage, you guys. Like, I have like this weird cringe about leakage, so I try not, this sounds weird, but I try not to move when I'm on my period. So I always try to aim for my period on the weekends, and I know you can do this with like, if you have mind-body connection, you can really channel your period. I've done it before. I've done it lots of times, actually, for many years. So, I try to do it on the weekends because I don't really go out on the weekends, so I can just sit on the couch and just let myself, like, you know, I'm obviously wearing period panties and I change them and stuff like that, but I'm, like, not making movements that could, like, you know how you sneeze and that gush comes out and you can feel that gush? Like, girls will know what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't like that. And I actually cringe. Like, I literally have this, like, body, like, shake where I'm like, ooh, like, it's happening to me. So I try not to move a lot when I'm on my period, so I don't have that gushing feeling. And same with my sleep. I try to sleep very still when I'm on my period. Like, I don't be sleeping. Like, I be sleeping like a not a vampire. I be sleeping on, like, my my arm area and just trying not to like move when I sleep, basically. Because I ain't trying to feel that gush. I ain't trying to, like, I literally cringe. So, yeah. And so I don't work out on my period. And I don't like working out, like, a few days before my period. And so I'm thinking 4 days is, like, it's pretty close. So maybe I should skip this. But I don't know. I'm, like, really nervous because the last glute exercise I did last week wasn't hitting. So all the exercises I did kind of felt like heavy cement blocks on my legs, so I couldn't really perform because I felt so heavy in my legs, but I didn't feel heavy anywhere else on my body. So I was like, that's so weird. It's like my ankles, it wasn't even my leg, it was like my ankles felt so heavy. Like every time I lifted my ankles, it was like this rock attached to me. So I was like, yeah, I don't think I want to do that. And so that's why I think the workouts weren't hitting properly. So I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. But then that's gonna be like 2 weeks of me not working out. So I'm like kind of debating, but I'm also like, I don't know, I feel very bloated. Like I have some gas going on. And so I'm like, I don't know, like I don't want no gas either. But also I'm like looking at my period calendar and I'm like, I have 4 days. And like, this is gonna sound TMI, but I need some alone time, if you know what I'm saying. And I don't know about you guys, I don't know about you girlies out there, but TMI time, or TMI time, you know, adult time with yourself, is like a recipe to get your period faster. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like anytime I do some adult stuff, it like happens literally the day after or 2 days after. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, I haven't like, you know, gave myself some loving in a really long time because I just haven't been feeling it lately, or this week I just haven't been feeling it. And so I'm like, I should just do that, but I'm like, I'm so bloated, I kind of don't want to do it. But then I'm like, if I do it now, I might not be able to do it then. Like, I'm just like going through all these motions, like I should just get it over with. But then I'm like, I kind of want to work out, but then I'm like, when I work out, like I get gassy, like it's just IBS issues. So that's another issue. I don't know if I'm gonna work out. This camera's getting hot, so I've spoken enough. I gave you guys enough details. I look disgusting. I'm so sorry. I did not realize I was looking this rough. Anyways, I'm going to bed. Good night. So starting off, I can't tell if this is something or a pimple. Like, it's bad. My skin is really bad. I need to update my skincare because clearly it's not working. And I just don't know what other products to use. This is like the worst my skin has ever been in my 25 years of life. So that's not bad, to be honest. Like, if this is the worst, good for me, because I never had pimples before in my life. But I just look fuzzy. I look dirty. I look like I need to like scrub, like just go crazy. Like, I don't know. So I'm like doing this, but you know what? F it. Like, have some confidence, you know? So yeah, so I had to do some stuff for my boss, and I'm just like taking a long break. But let's start in the morning. So in the morning, I woke up feeling super heavy in my upper belly area. And so I was like, okay, like, why is that? And then the whole day, I literally had like a stomach ache. Even now, I kind of have like a stomach ache. I kind of have like, it feels like a stomach flu. Like, it's just like, there's no pain. It's just like, okay, you have to go now. You have to go now. You have to go now. And so for a while, for the last, well, it hasn't been happening for a while. So I would say like the last time around 10 a.m., it's like 1 p.m. almost, I like would have to go to the bathroom every 15 minutes. And I was like, oh my God, I have a stomach flu. Like, what's going on? Like, I didn't eat anything, but I'm like not doing so well. And I felt really gassy yesterday. So I was like, oh, this is really bad. Like, what's going on here? And so far it's been fine. Since 10 a.m. my stomach has settled, but I was really contemplating if I should order food. And I don't know. Alright, you guys, so I've been like delaying, why am I whispering first of all? I've been delaying making this video because honestly, I'm kind of bored. But I was like, wait, I did not sign out yet. This is what a vlogger does. So I should sit down because otherwise I'm gonna just walk back and forth. I look awful. I literally look like a bum. But anyways, So after work, I decided not to take a nap. I wanted to take a nap, but I was like, yeah, nah. So I was kind of dozing off, but I was like, not taking a nap. I went up to grab something, and I think I told you guys this yesterday, but I was supposed to start, I'm starting my period in a couple of days. Well, today is 3 days, but yeah, so yesterday was 4 days. So I was like, I'm starting my period in a couple days, and I got up from the couch to grab something, and I'm not kidding you guys. I was, this is TMI. I was so wet. Like, soaking wet. Like, someone poured water onto my lap and it just soaked me. Like, I was so wet, and so I was kind of worried. I was like, oh, did I start my period early? Turns out I didn't, so I don't know where the like that wetness came from. I wasn't even thinking, like, I don't even know. I was like, I wasn't even thinking dirty thoughts, but I'm like, I don't even know if that works. So, like, forgive me, but like, if that has never happened to me. So anyways, that's what happened. I also looked on, I know people like hate Shein and stuff like that, but you know, I started looking on Shein for some clothes because I have a concert that I'm going to Drake in August, and I like to look the best. So what I've been doing every time I go out somewhere, like whether it's a concert or whatever, and I know I gotta look hot, I like to what's the word? I like to like do rounds when I buy clothes. So I like to, first of all, I like to buy new clothes, even though like I probably have clothes that I can wear to the concert, because you just never know, there's something cuter out there. That's very materialistic of me, but hey, whatever. So I like to do rounds. You know, the first round is me just trying on clothes. The second round is like seeing what else is out there, shopping at other stores. And then the third is like my final decision on what I'm gonna wear, or my last like couple of tops, shirts. I try not to wear dresses as much because honestly, dresses are really tight, like especially the sexy ones, and you want to look sexy, right? And I don't know about you guys, but I have a fupa. Like, I got a big hanging stomach, and I, like, my first thought is not wearing, you know, what's it called? Spanx? Like, my first thought is not wearing Spanx when I get ready. Like, I'm thinking face, I'm thinking titties, like, I'm thinking the, you know, like, what people are gonna see. I'm not thinking, like, oh, are people gonna see, like, your stomach? But, like, in photos, you can see it, like, just hanging out, and it looks bad. So I try not to wear dresses, and I try to stick to like tops and like pants and shorts and a skirt. That way you can kind of like fix your top, you can change your bottoms, you can like do more with it when you have like a fupa. So I'm not trying to get no dresses, even though the concert is in August. I'm thinking of buying shorts. Yeah, shorts. I was like dress, but no, shorts, and then it's like a cute top that shows like my titties, you know what I'm saying? And I'm having a hard time finding really sexy tops. Now I'm thinking maybe it's not the weather yet, but then I'm like, no, it's summer in most countries. Like right now, it's like for us, it's like global climate change going on. We have rainstorms going on, but in other parts, like I know New York and New Jersey is like really hot right now. So I'm like, no, we outside. Like the weather is nice. But, like, I'm not seeing nothing cute out. Like, there's nothing sexual. I shouldn't say sexual, but, you know, there's nothing hot. Like, there's nothing that I guess I haven't seen before. I'm seeing a lot of strapless tops. And I'm like, strapless is okay, but, like, I kind of like tops that, like, you don't know are sexy. And I feel like strapless is like, yeah, it's okay. Like, I like cleavage. Like, I like, oh, that girl has cleavage. So I'm like, I'm having a hard time finding those tops, and like they don't exist no more or something. So I'm going through that issue. I still need to finalize it. So I've been going on Shein for now, like since buying the tickets, honestly. I don't even know when I bought those tickets, but I feel like I've been on Shein for like the last 2 months, just trying to find something, and I haven't found anything. And so I'm a little worried. I did buy some stuff from Fashion Nova though. Like I bought really funny tops, because I didn't know they had funny tops at Fashion Nova. They have like hottest tits on Instagram, and like I'm so hot, like really cute little like crop tops. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. I'm not gonna wear them for the concert because that's kind of cheesy, but I'm like, that's really cute. I'm always looking for a funny saying on a crop top. Crop tops are cute, plain, but I like a little saying or a picture. So I'm like, I like that. So I got some Fashion Nova stuff, and I honestly forgot I had Fashion Nova stuff, honestly, on the way. Until like randomly it popped in my head today. I was like, oh, I put out an order for Fashion Nova. Is it supposed to be here yet? Like, I completely lost track of the days. I don't even know when it's supposed to be here. It'll just show up. Or not. We'll find out, you know? Also, I really need to do my nails. Like, this is so ghetto. I was not in the mood. Like, I'm just so, like, But I know when I'm on my period, I'm gonna be so upset that I didn't, you know, take care of it. So, need to do that. And so I'm gonna take a shower, get myself in that mood, put some nice music on. Probably not, that's too much work. And then I have to blow dry my hair. Now, because lately when I shower and I have my hair up in a bun, it gets really wet, like soaking wet. So I'm hoping that I moved my hair up to the top enough that it won't get dry, won't get wet, or like won't get as wet, because I need to blow dry my hair, and the last time I blow dried my hair, it did not dry up. It literally was so wet. Still, I sat there for 20 minutes trying to blow. That's how wet my hair was. So I'm hoping that works because I'm already pretty much late to go to bed. I just like don't really want to go to bed. Like, I'm like, why is it not Friday yet? Like, what is going on with the universe right now? Like, why is today so slow? Like, I don't know. I also have reception, my first full shift on reception. I'm low-key excited, kind of nervous. I'm a little worried that my boss is gonna be like, what are you doing today? So I'm like hoping that doesn't happen. I'm also hoping like today's super chill. The guy who is the receptionist, he's new. He's supposed to send you a list of everything that needs to go down. So I'm thinking like, okay, he did not send me a list. He did not email me. And then when I was getting ready to vlog, like start this vlog, I just had a moment where I'm like, does he know that he's not working tomorrow? Because like, I mean, I don't mind, like if he shows up to work, then like it's his fault, like he doesn't know his schedule, like I'll cover him and stuff like that, like it's no big deal. But like, I'm like what if he just doesn't know, like, and we just both show up? I don't think he's cute or anything, but like whenever I talk to him, you guys, whenever I talk to this guy, I be giggling, and I'm like, bruh, what is going on? You guys ever have that, like, where you're like, I don't really like him, but like, I can't control my laughter? I've done that before with a couple of guys. I want to say like at least 2 guys where I'm like, I don't even like you, but like, why am I so giggly right now? Like, you're making me really happy. Like, you're making me cheese right now. Like, so I don't know, leave a comment down below if that happens to you guys, because I really want to know what the explanation is. Like, why are you so giggly even though you don't like that person? It has to happen to me twice. So like, he's not cute, but I'm like, every time I see him, I'm like, and I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like, people are gonna start noticing too, because like lately I've been very like controlling it, but like if I was like, I don't know, a couple of years younger, like I would have just full on been like to like everything he said, and people are gonna be like, bruh, does she have a little bit of a crush? And so I'm like trying to tame it. Hopefully no one has seen it yet. But I swear to God, if someone sees me with this person, I'm gonna be like, hee! Like, it's obvious, blushing red, like, it's just embarrassing. He's not even that cute. He's actually not that cute. Like, I don't even know if he has a bald head, because I don't think about him, but he has a bald head, I'm pretty sure. Every time he has a bald head, and he has like a full grown beard, but he doesn't have a mustache. And so I'm like, ew. Like, what? Like, who has a beard but not a mustache? Like, I'm pretty sure a mustache comes with a beard. So he's literally shaving his upper lip and just keeping the beard. That's confusing me. Like, I don't know what the culture is with this. So, yeah, I'm going to bed. You know, I don't even want to shower, you guys, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'll probably see you after work. I'm pretty sure I'll see you after work. I don't think I'm gonna vlog. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave my camera up here in my little office area and then pick it up tomorrow after work. I'm debating whether or not I want to do that or not. Okay, you guys, so I kind of forgot to vlog today, but it's okay. I'm gonna do it right now. I kind of look good. Is it? I don't know, I shouldn't say anything, but yeah. I look shiny though, but my lips also look really swollen. I don't know. Anyway, so I didn't vlog today. I completely forgot. I'm like half whispering, but basically, I'm gonna go over my day and what's happening next in this vlog. So today I had my full shift of reception, which was like pretty like exciting for me because I was like, oh, I'm gonna have like a relaxing day. My boss isn't gonna bother me. Like, life is great. So I was excited. So I left my shift early. Like, I started my shift pretty early because honestly, I thought I'm starting early, but I started at the right time because by the time I finished all my opening tasks, my shift has started. Like, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to make it more sense, like, my shift started at 7:50. By the time I finished all my opening duties, it was already like 7:49. Like, it was like on the dot. Like, things were perfectly aligned. So I'm thinking, oh, life is gonna be great. Like, this is gonna be a great time. But the thing I noticed though was when I first got on shift, like, everything was like open. So there's things we have to do for opening, and some of the tasks were already done before I even got on there. So I'm thinking at first, because I'm like, there's no way somebody like robbed us. Like, there's no way someone robbed us. So I was like, I'm just gonna assume like somebody just took over and just like helped me out, because it was a mess / it was already done, if that made sense. Like, you can just tell somebody was like there, like, presence where it was there. So I was like kind of weirded out, but I was like, you know what, it's fine. So the first couple hours honestly went by super fast. Like, I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else I missed. No, so yeah, like the first couple hours went by super fast. Like, it was already like 10 a.m. by, like, it was like that fast. It started at 7:50 and suddenly it was already 10 a.m. and I was like, okay, that's great. And like, I had like maybe one phone call. That's right, one phone call, no visitors. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna really enjoy this. So I did everything that I need to do for my boss, like at 8:30 to like 9:30. That way I can enjoy the rest of the day, because I knew like my boss is gonna keep messaging me and I just didn't know like what the rules were, because some people were saying that you're not supposed to be working on other things when you're on the reception. Other people are saying that their pod is still making us work. So there was like different things people were saying. So I was like, I just don't want to be like, I had such anxiety for reception. It was like my first shift, so I was like, I don't know, like, I'm just scared. So I was like, let me just deal with like my boss and then I can just relax the rest of the day. So, you know, I kind of helped out. I did my tasks and then I was like, you know what, I did a good 2 hours. I'm just gonna let my boss know that I was like super busy, lie, do whatever I need to do. So anyway, so it's like 10 a.m. and I'm thinking, okay, today's gonna go by so fast. Like, I am excited, you guys. So then I go on my break. The girl who was covering me comes back, like when I come back from my break, she goes, oh, so I can't even remember what she was like, oh, like, has anyone like ever told you about the badge situation? Kind of like, you know, you need to organize it. Like, you have to keep this clean. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? Because when I got on shift, like I said, like, half the things were already done. That badge drawer was already so messy. So when she said that to me, I kind of like panicked because I thought I did something wrong. And so I was like, oh my god, what did I do? What did I do? Because I'm thinking the guy who does reception, like this Brian? Daniel kid is gonna be like so upset with me. Like, this is his job and I'm just covering for him. So I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. And like this girl's like, yeah, you need to make sure everything's clean, like this. And I was like, oh my god. Right? And I'm thinking, panicking, and then, you know, she leaves and I'm looking at this drawer and I'm like, wait a minute, this was like messy before I even got on shift. And she was like saying, Danielle, like, organized this drawer the other day, like, you need to respect it. And I was just like, okay, so somebody clearly was here before I was here, but like, who? Right? And I'm thinking, like, no, let's not freak out. This is what I assume. I assume Danielle started cleaning up that drawer yesterday and maybe forgot about it. You know how sometimes you get carried away and then realize, oh no, it's time to go. So you just kind of close up. That's what I feel like. I feel like he kind of just like left things in the middle, because I was like, no way we got robbed. Like, there's no way. I just can't. It doesn't make sense. So I was like, oh no. So I organized the drawer as best as I can. I just realized I'm talking really loud and I think my parents can hear me. They're trying to sleep. So I organized the drawer the best as I can, and then I start freaking out because then I'm like, what if I did everything wrong? Like, I just started getting huge anxiety. So I started like reanalyzing everything I did in the morning, and then I started tripping. So I couldn't even like really like enjoy my last couple hours because I was just like, did I do this wrong? Did I do that wrong? Like, I'm thinking this Daniel kid is gonna hate me. Like, I'm thinking the worst. Like, I'm gonna get in trouble on Monday. Like, I'm freaking out, you guys. So that lasted, honestly, you guys, for a good 4 hours. Like, I couldn't even concentrate. Like, we had maybe, so the person who covered me said she had 3 phone calls when I was on break. I felt like I had 2 or 3 phone calls, so that's 6. I would say I had 7 phone calls for a 7.5 hour shift, which isn't bad. That's like a phone call every hour pretty much, which isn't that bad. And so I was like, oh my god, I'm freaking out, like, there's something wrong. Like, I couldn't enjoy the last few hours, and so eventually, you know, I dotted my I's, crossed my, and I figured out, like, you know what, I think I did everything okay. And if I did something wrong, like, I'm sure Brian, whoever Danielle, I think that guy's name is, will tell me on Monday. Like, I don't think he's gonna like tell on me or anything. Like, I don't think it's that serious. I don't know. So I was just like, I'm sure it's fine. But by the time I calmed myself down, it was already like 3 p.m. And I was like, okay, so I just want to enjoy my last hour. So I just like, I just went on my phone. Like, I was like, F this. I'm going on my phone. I didn't even get to listen to music. I didn't even get to have time to just breathe, because I was so busy panicking, right? So I was like, okay, let me just like go on my phone and just have a great day as much as I can. And the next thing you know, it was like already 3:30 p.m. So I will admit though, like, after lunch, it did start slowing down. Like, well, not even, like, at 10 a.m., it started slowing down because I started looking at the clock and I started getting sus. I'm like, why is it going so slow? Why is it going so slow? And then I went for lunch. And then after lunch, I was panicking, so the time went even slower. And so suddenly it's 3 p.m. And then suddenly it's 3:30. And I'm like, okay, I have to like start like leaving. And then I'm like, no, it's too early to start closing. My parents are like moving around. So anyways, and so I'm like, okay. And so I go on my phone, and then all of a sudden it's already 3:45. And I'm like, oh, I have to start like putting things away. So I start putting things away. And by the time I'm closing, it's already 3:50. And so I'm like, okay, so I start panicking again. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm like, people are going to start realizing, like, I'm staying here super late, because I'm assuming people lock up before 3:50, the ones who do cover reception a lot. So I'm like, oh my god, like, I'm so late. Like, people are going to start wondering things. And so I just kind of locked up, and I don't even know if I did it properly. Like, I've been actually having anxiety ever since I came home. Like, did I do it properly? Because I just booked it. Like, I was, for some reason, so embarrassed out of nowhere. Like, I was just like, I don't know. I think I screwed up Daniel's life. Daniel's gonna be super mad at me. Like, I was just going off. Like, it wasn't even like a sad feeling. I was like, I just gotta get out of here. Like, someone is gonna start yelling and I don't want to be it. I also got like a weird package. And before I can tell the guy, like this Amazon driver, I was like, you need to, drop the big packages in the mail room. Before I could even say that, he left. And I was like, Like, I was panicking at that. Like, Danielle's gonna be mad at me. Like, someone's gonna find out I took a package. Like, I was just anxiety, but I wasn't like sad or angry. I was just like anxiety. Like, it was just 100% pure anxiety, which was weird. So then I just left. And then I watched Pretty Baby. I mean, this is the second time I watched Pretty Baby by Brooke Shields. My mom didn't see it, so I watched it with mom. I ate some pizza. And that was pretty much. And now I am debating whether or not I should start editing the vlog today or should start editing the vlog tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm hoping it's not going to be too hard as it was like last time. I had tried to vlog 2 weeks ago, and the editing programs that I used did not work. Some of them would lose the audio, some of them would lose the clip. Like, it was just really awful. So I had to delete 2 weeks of footage. So I'm a little nervous that this might not work, but if so, that'd be great. I'll tell you more about what's the future of this channel tomorrow, because I can hear my parents and sometimes they like to eavesdrop, and I'm not about that life. I'll tell you guys a good story time though about my parents eavesdropping. I don't know, when they're gone. Well, I don't mean it like that. When I mean like when they go on vacation. But anyways, so good night. Okay guys, so I just started this vlog really late because I just started editing the vlog. And I just noticed some stuff that I'm not okay with. So one, my clips are freezing. Now, I got this camera assuming, because they all said that this is the camera all the vloggers use. So I'm a little confused on why my camera is freezing. And now they're saying that I only have 4 minutes left on this SD card. I'm so annoyed. So I don't know what's going on there. And if I don't vlog today, then it is what it is. I'm gonna have to delete some stuff, clearly. And hoping to get this vlog out tomorrow. And I think I'm gonna change my day from vlogging from Monday to Saturday to Thursday to Saturday instead, just because it's easier to edit. Clearly my computer can't take it, the SSD card can't take it, and the audio and the freezing, it just doesn't make sense, and I'm so sick of this. Yeah, I've been trying to vlog for 3 weeks now, and it's not working, and I really want to, I just don't understand what's happening here. So it looked easier in my head. Clearly it's not easy. You need a lot of patience for this, and I don't have that patience. So anyways, if I don't vlog today, it's because my camera is being weird. So bye.